Okay, ready, go. Okay, ready, go. Go. So at the end of the backswing, you're pretty much stopping and then start all over together. So what you need is something like this. As the upper body turns here, you're preparing for the downswing. You have shift motion, but the shoulder is still turning here, and then let it go. Instead of everything stops here and then try to go down. So that coiling, that's what you need. Your impact is good. The way you are hitting the ball is good, but now down the line view. Go. Tend to lift a little bit. Yeah. So let's create this coiling. Other than that, I think once we address this, then everything will change quite easily. So now let's start with the ropes. The rope is flexible here, so you have to guide it right. Otherwise, it will go wrong place. And also, there are two purposes here. One is developing consistent swing plane, back and forth. As you swing the rope back and forth, you have to use the same plane. And then at the end of the backswing, this is also true at the end of the downswing, you have to give enough time. So that means you have to wait until the rope goes around your body here, around your body, hitting the front side of your body. Okay? So your goal is to move the end of the rope around. It's not about your body motion, but ultimately we need to create the rope motion that you want. So pay attention to the end of the rope here. It has to go all the way here, also all the way here. It doesn't require a lot of speed, but you have to let the end of the rope go all the way. So wait until this happens instead of trying to quickly go down. So unless you rush, then you'll be able to let the end go all the way. So swing back and forth. Just to give one big stroke from the beginning. Yeah. Yeah. So you are putting a lot of effort in the downswing. In the backswing, what happens is you go here and then this slows down here. So the rope goes high up and it falls on your back. But in the backswing, still let it go, let the rope go all the way here. Your goal is to move the rope there instead of you reach certain body position here. Yeah. So keep the backswing a bit more active body motion so that really this hits your chest here. Okay? So still at the end it still should be alive and then here instead of and then almost drop and then hit this side here. Still the rope is falling on your body. So look at this. Currently what you do is almost like this. Yeah. Instead, let go all the way. So when this happens, when it really wraps around your body, then hits here, you still maintain this tension here, so you'll be able to influence the rope motion right over here. But if it just drops and then hit here, you lose the control here. Okay? So let it go around your body as if it is alive. So it wants to penetrate the under your armpit. you go, ooh, and then try to put more effort here, but throw. Have the feel of throwing this way, also throwing this way. You're throwing both ways. Particularly in the backswing, have the feel of throwing the rope. Yes, yes, yes. 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 That's a lot better. So you have to have image of, always people try to just bring the arms and club here and then try to put a lot of effort in the downswing. But in order to prepare your body well, that you have to have enough speed here and momentum. So throw it, automatically give a good wind up and then change direction and let it go. Throw this way and then throw this way, then you will be able to create the coiling. But if you just try to bring up here and then go down, then you cannot generate that coiling effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot better. So even though it does not come all the way here, but the way you move your body is different now because you try to throw it. Okay? Instead of bring it up and then try to go down here, throw this way, let it go using the momentum. The same thing, the shoulder. Let it go here and then let it go this way. Now let's increase the backswing speed a bit more. And also, at the end of the backswing, when you start downswing, you lose the control. So you have to maintain this connection. You have to feel the tension all the time. Okay? So you have to let the rope go, and then you have the tension here. Then you will be able to influence the rope motion right away. But at the end, if you lose it, then earlier when you try to pull, you cannot really feel the tension here.
Yeah.
So maintain the tension all the time. So in order to maintain the tension all the time, your shoulders have to keep moving instead of go and stop here.
Yeah.
As soon as you stop, then you lose the control. Continuous motion. Feel the tension. Yes, yes, yes. So the idea is, it's the same whether you use the club or anything else. The idea is as you swing, always maintain the tension here so that you can control the rope the way you want. But if you stop here and then try to start here, you lose the control.
Yeah.
So make a continuous motion. Okay? And then feel the motion of the rope. So particularly in the backswing, you are not lifting your arm here and then slow down here. Rather, your goal is to throw the end of the rope around your body, both ways. Throw this way, 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 and then swing. So really, you need to move the end of the rope around your body.
Yeah.
Continuously. Yes, now you maintain better connection, yes. It happens to the club as well. Now, when you do the backswing, try to shift and then stand on the right side more. No need to worry about quickly coming back here. The recentering motion is just coming back to the initial position, no more than that. So give enough, shift away, and then just recenter here by using this leg. Ooh, and then come here. No need to shift this way a lot. So you have the feel of standing on the right side, using your right leg as your foundation. Still, the pelvis, the right hip is going backward too much. you are going into this position here.
Yeah.
Instead, this motion here. So what you want to have is, once you turn here, and then you add this pushing action here. You really need to feel this action here. So turn, as you turn and then push up here. Bring the body up using the right leg. So if I exaggerate a little bit, go here and then go here and then go here and then this action. Yeah, if you can really lift your right hip up by using the right leg, back swing faster, back swing faster. So that fast backswing is coming from leg action here.
Okay.
Instead of using the arms here. And then throw. And then also have a feel of dancing up and down. And then here, and then here, and then And also currently you're in the downswing, your effort is here instead of here. Wind up, and then here you have the main effort, and then just throw the rope. Instead of, if you lose the connection, what happens is you come down here and try to do a lot here. So try to have better connection and then put more effort here. And you're throwing the hand and rope toward this way. So part of the reason why you have a club head going this way, your hands are going this way here, as I said, it was a kind of arm driven.
Yeah.
It's because you try to drag here, and then try to put a lot of it here. But this motion, then throw. So there's a gum sticking at the end of the rope. You want to shake it off. By shaking, in order to shake it off, you have to generate enough speed and then let the rope go that way, and then you can shake it off instead of trying to pull all the way. So in order to have a good action here, you have to use the wind up here. By using this wind up and then throw, wind up and throw. If you can connect the end of the backswing to the downswing, have continuous motion, using the wind up and the coiling, if you throw, that's what we need. Then you'll have good transition sequence.
So there really should be no break in the rope, right? It's just going to kind of naturally
Continue to go around your body, go around your body. It's continuous motion.
Yeah.
When you have continuous motion, you will maintain influence. But at some point, you just let it go and then just stop, then you lose the control. And then early on, you will not really feel much tension here. That means you lost it. Then later, you try to pull. But if in the backswing here, it just to go all the way, wind up, then you maintain the tension here. So on the way down, you can influence it right away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now your motion is a lot better. Swing, keep going, I will record this. Swing, 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 connect, swing, 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 swing. So instead of having snappy backswing here, and then stop here, rather,
Yeah.
so if it's a lightsaber, then it gives us a sound.
Yeah.
Right? Then instead of a wing, this type of motion, wing. So that kind of feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now let's take a look at this. Connect swing, 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 swing. Still at the end here, you tend to stop a little bit, but again,
Yeah. Yeah, that's really hard for me to not drop this on my back. I have to feel like my hands just keep moving.
yeah. So just feel this. When you let the club go, and the club wants to go that way, but you're holding it here. That way, the club goes around, and here you feel the club motion here.
Yeah.
Club is pulling your hand because club wants to go there, and you are holding it here and nicely slow down. Ooh, maintain this connection and then let it go.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So now the motion is better connected. And also in the backswing, the feel is by using the leg action, you promote this backswing here. And then let go. And then let go.
So it's using that leg and pushing up, is that going to naturally keep my hips from rotating?
When the right hip goes up, then your pelvis is more turning this way here.
Yeah.
Then it limits the flat turn. It also gives you good lateral tilt. So you need to have a good combination of rotation and the lateral tilt. Then if you bring the hip up, that's perfect. When the pelvis goes flat, then you have more rotation and you don't have enough lateral tilt. And when the pelvis turns quite a bit, then hip goes backward here. Even if you keep your leg straightened to push the ground, but you will not be able to push because this is moving away.
Yeah.
So we have two legs connected to the pelvis. And if you are going to push the ground good, then the connection should be solid, right? You have a good connection. For that, the easiest way is to actually use one side as the foundation. You put your weight on that side, then you can easily push here. So what this does is supporting your body, pushing. This one does the gesture here. But if this goes backward here, this is supposed to push the ground good and support your body, but if the hip moves backward here, you cannot do that job.
Yeah.
So stand on this side so that you can do this. So one way to do this is doing backswing, lift your heel slightly, but it shouldn't be like this.
Yeah.
Instead of keeping the knee going in here, you have to shift enough so that naturally you can lift the hip. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. If you can do that, that means that you are shifting enough. So particularly in the backswing, try to lift the left heel here and then swing, here and then swing. So when you can load onto this side here, then you will feel tension in the right hip here. Okay? And then when you have good tension here, then you are starting the downswing with the right leg, right hip muscle action here. You can go like this. But if this goes behind here, you have to use the upper body. But now the motion is better connected.
Yeah.
And also, instead of intentionally try to just turn this one here, feel the motion of the rope here. When the rope goes around, with that you're turning the shoulder instead of quickly going to this position here. Here. Let it go around and then turn here instead of quickly turn. So everything is based on the rope motion because that's the one you want to move, right? You want to create the good motion of the rope. Then rope has to move in such a way, and then your body helps that. But if your body quickly goes to just a lot of rotated position here, but still the rope is following, then it falls on.
Yeah.
So when you pay attention to the rope motion, try to move the end of the rope around your body. Naturally, your body will turn here with that rope motion and then turn instead of quickly turning the shoulder. Yep. So you have to have good connection between your hands and the device, and you have to be aware of where the device is. Your body motion should happen harmoniously with the target motion you want to generate instead of the body wants to go certain position.
Yeah.
So, let the rope or the club go around your body and then go to this position. You have enough wind up here. If you always want to go to certain body position, and then you don't care where the rope go here, there is more body centric. Although the body is moving the rope, but when we overall make the motion, there is rope centric. That's the motion you want to generate, right? So you have to organize the motion well so that you generate the target motion you want.
Yeah.
Let's go a bit faster, and then particularly toward the end of the backswing, let the rope move a bit faster and see how it goes. A bit faster, all the way. The rope has to go more. Yes. Yeah, that gives you better shoulder turn.
Yeah.
Because your shoulder wants to create that rope motion here. That means you have good wind up here. From there, you can use the shoulder early
Yeah,
on.
I felt it starting to.
Yeah, if your shoulder stops about here, it doesn't matter how far you go, but if you stop here, and then the rope kind of drops here, then you lose the connection, and then you're starting the downswing all over again. But at the end, you add this motion to let the rope go all the way here, and then you naturally have better wind up, and then from there, let it go. That you can really use the wind up, and you can have a lot of coiling effect.
Yeah.
Good. So as that happens, you will feel that you are using these muscles more here.
Yeah.
Instead of, let me record this. Okay, ready, go. A good continuous wind up and throw. Yes. Yeah, now the end of the rope is really alive. It's going all the way. Go. A good continuous wind up and throw. Yes. Yeah. This is the previous one. You see, it falls. It falls at the end.
Yeah.
Now it's going in more. It really hits the front side. So that way you can really generate the shoulder coiling.
Yeah.
And then you'll have good transition sequence. So instead of go here and then try to move everything together and then try to go down.
Yeah.
Now let me watch from here and then record. All right. And then make sure during the backswing, lift the heel a little bit.
Lift it up.
And then so have more shift here. Ready, go. Yes. Good. Yeah. So now the shift motion, everything is a lot more natural here. Go. Yes. Good. You're handling the rope a lot better here. Now let's go back to go. Put a lot of effort in the downswing. You can see that. But in this flow here, and also let's take a look at the frontal view here. You have the last coiling. You just go over and try to bring it down. You see? Now your shoulders are continuously turning here. So this is a small difference, but actually it changes your motion pattern quite a bit.
Yeah.
So now you're connecting the backswing to
Feels way
downswing.
different.
And then all you need to do is pay attention to motion of the rope or the club.
Yeah.
Your goal is to give good club motion here, all the way here, and then coming down instead of.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is yours. Take it with you. Don't leave it behind. And then we'll go to your club swing.